Dim 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 dim. Welcome back to the Professor's Lab. I'm Professor V, and this is round one of the League Challenge that happened at Die Hard Games on October 12th, 2023. If you didn't know, Die Hard League happens every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central at Die Hard Games, featuring casual and tournament play of whatever format anyone wants, really. More info in the description. Bunch of announcements here. Gym Leader Challenge, Thursday, October 19th at 6 p.m. Paradox Rift pre-releases starting Saturday, October 21st at 1 p.m. and League Cup Saturday, November 4th, 11 a.m. All Central Time, all at Die Hard Games. Check out Pokemon's event locator for more premier events at Die Hard Games, such as League Challenges, League Cups, and pre-releases. Please hit that like button right quick, subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications, say what you need to say in the comments, and all that other good stuff. But let's get into this game. Round one of the League Challenge. On the left, we have Darkrai V-Star, and on the right, Meowscarada with a mulligan, it seems. And looks like a Meowscarada is kicking things off with a bunch of Pokemon on the bench. The full setup, no Battle VIP pass needed. And yeah, looks like just the Radiant Alakazam was put onto the bench and pass things over to Darkrai V-Star, who starts things with Trekking Shoes. Trekking Shoes, draw a card. You can discard it if you do draw another card, so good way to get that Darkness energy in the discard pile. Ultra Ball, discarding a couple cards. Darkrai V-Star and a Dark Energy, I believe, to find that Radiant Greninja. This deck does not mind having the Dark Energy in the discard pile, so it can be accelerated later onto the bench. Dark Pokemon with that Dark Patch. Radiant Greninja is also some good synergy to get more energy in the discard. Let's see, I can't tell what the active Pokemon is, but we definitely need to get a Darkrai V down. Serena being played, discarding a card and drawing up to 5 cards in the hand there. Looks like another Trekking Shoes was found. Radiant Greninja uses its Concealed Cards ability to discard an energy and draw 2 cards. Trekking Shoes draws a Dark Energy and pitches it and draws another card there. Lots of Darkness Energy in the discard pile there. Another Ultra Ball being played, discarding Pokestop and Professor's Research to search the deck for a Pokemon, most likely that Darkrai V. Darkrai V hits the bench there. Speed, darkness happening here. Look at all those cards in the discard pile. You wish you could play that many cards in one turn. um, the darkness energy in the discard pile is also a good thing because it can be accelerated onto the board thanks to that Galarian Moltres V and its Dire Flame Wings ability. Once during your turn, you may attach a darkness energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. You can't use more than one darkness or Dark Flame Wings ability each turn, though. I think we're up to 4 darkness energy in the discard pile there. Don't forget to use Dire Flame Wings. Pokestop being played. Who love-hate stadium. Darkness energy debating is attached to the Darkrai V. I think I see it behind there. And Professor's Research being played. Wow. Supporter card, discard your hand and draw 7 new cards. Another Darkrai V joining the other V on the bench there. Pokestop being played. Ooh. Pokestop lets you discard or reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, and then you keep any item cards you find and discard everything else. So now we have a bunch of darkness energy in the discard pile, like 6 of them. But it can be accelerated with that Dire Flame Wings there onto the Galarian Moltres V, and with any dark patches we find later. So not the worst thing in the world. I don't think we are going to see an attack this turn. Can't quite tell what's in the active. Maybe it's a Squawkabilly. Um, yeah, and then looks like nothing else to do but to pass things over to our Meowscarada player here. Zinnia's Resolve being played to discard a couple cards and then draw cards equal to the amount of Pokemon your opponent has in play. So 5 new cards being seen there. Pokestop being activated. Ooh, disgusting Pokestop. 2 double turbo energy and a grass energy being sent to the discard pile there. Why even play that card? Rare Candy being played to evolve into that Meowscarada on the bench. Grass Energy attached to that freshly evolved Meowscarada, and a pass over to our Dark player, who starts things off with the Radiant Greninja, concealed cards. Discard an energy, draw 2 cards. Double Dark Patch being played to accelerate a couple Darkness Energy onto the bench Dark Pokemon. Dire Flame Wings also accelerating an energy onto that Galarian Moltres V there. It's got 3 energy. It's fully powered up, ready to attack here. Apologies if I missed a Squawk ability being used during that first turn. Let me know in the comments if I missed it. Capturing Aroma being played. Coin is flipped. And since it is tails, a basic Pokemon can be found from the deck. I think we were hoping for a heads there to find that Darkrai V-Star. And yeah, it looks like it's just straight up failing the capturing Aroma there. No more basic Pokemon deemed needed onto the bench right now. Pokestop being played, discarding a Galarian Moltres and keeping a couple item cards. All right. You could see the pure joy of 2/3 of those cards going into the hand that time. Like I said, Darkness Energy, though, not the worst in the discard pile because of the ways to accelerate it from that pile. Our player is going to check out their discard pile and download as much information as they can to better inform their next decision of a Super Rod. Super Rod lets you shuffle back in any combination of up to 3 Pokemon cards and basic energy. Looks like a Darkrai V-Star and a couple of basic energy are the targets there. Those will be shuffled back into the deck. Pokestop was played already, so I wonder if there's a way to search out this Darkrai V-Star. Oh no, it looks like they just passed things after that Super Rod. So play resumes on the grass side here, starting things off with an Ultra Ball, discarding a couple cards to search the deck for a Pokemon card. Maybe search out that Bibarel. Evolve the Bidoof on the bench and start drawing cards, but no, actually just the Arceus V found. No, not the Arceus V. Okay, yes, the Arceus V. That one's tricky because the Arceus V-Star was discarded with that Ultra Ball. But depending on the amount of Vs and V-Stars they play in this deck, or if they play something like Super Rod to recycle some Pokemon, it's not too bad. Iono being the supporter per turn, both players shuffle their hands, put at the bottom of their deck, and draw cards equal to their remaining prize cards. Grass energy attached to Meowscarada, and Meowscarada is going to use its Bouquet Magic ability. You must discard a grass energy card from your hand. Once during your turn, you may choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and put 3 damage counters on it. 3 damage counters going on to that powered up Darkrai V there. Also Grass Weak. Radiant Alakazam's use its ability to move a damage counter from one of the damaged Darkrai V to the other. Artisan being put into play to counter that Pokestop and passing things over to our Dark player. Start things off with Radiant Greninja to draw a couple more cards. Darkrai V-Star evolves on the bench. Energy attached to the Darkrai V on the bench. Trekking Shoes being played to draw a card, discard that card, and draw another. Alright, let's see what's in the discard pile here. Are we finally going to see an attack this turn? I think so. Dire Flame Wings accelerates an energy onto the board. A Dark Patch accelerates an energy onto that Darkrai V on the board there. Lots of darkness energy on the board. Make sure you show your opponent how much you got. And Professor's Research being played to discard the hand and draw 7 new cards. 8 darkness energy in play right now. Darkrai V-Star evolving on the bench. 2 V-Stars on the bench now. The brothers, the homies, getting ready to go. Now, is there a way to move this active Pokemon? Is soon Heavy Ball being played to take a look at the prizes and the heavy ball can be switched with the basic Pokemon in those prizes, and the baby Galarian Moltres is found from the prizes. Hisuian Heavy Ball gets shuffled up into the prizes and they get relayed out there. This Galarian Moltres is very good, has the Malevolent Charge ability. When you play it from your hand onto the bench, you may attach up to 2 Darkness Energy from your hand to this Pokemon. It's a very good way to accelerate even more Darkness Energy on the board, powering up that Darkrai V-Star attack. 10 Darkness Energy in play right now. And pass things over. Wow. To our Meowscarada player, who starts things off with Zinnia's Resolve, discarding a couple cards and drawing 6 cards since their opponent has 6 cards in play. No boss's orders this turn since the Zinnia Resolve was played. That's what we'd love to see if you're the grass player here. Radiant Alakazam is going to manipulate some more damage on the other side of the field, putting some damage on that Galarian Moltres there and passing things over. What an interesting game. Darkness player starts out with a concealed cards. That Radiant Greninja discards an energy and draws a couple cards. So many cards in the discard pile. They are eyeballing up some item cards from the discard pile, so we are probably going to see Darkrai V-Stars V-Star Power Ability Star Abyss being played. During your turn, you may put up to 2 item cards from your discard pile to your hand. Looks like that Cross Switcher and Trekking Shoes being grabbed there. Trekking Shoes being played. Discards a Dark Patch to draw another card. And there's the other switch card. Or sorry, Cross Switcher. Wow. Energy being attached to the baby Galarian Moltres there from hand. Galarian Moltres V accelerates an energy from the discard pile to itself with its ability. 12 Darkness Energy in play now. The player's going to count it up here. So we have, yeah, so many Darkness. 5 on the Galarian Moltres V here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, 12 Darkness Energy in play. And Darkrai's V-Stars attack, Dark Pulse, does 30 plus, 30 more damage for each Darkness Energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So let's bust out the calculator here in the professor's lab. 12 energy times 3, 360 plus 30, 390 damage that Darkrai V-Star is swinging for right now. Players are going to do some quick maths here to make sure everything is honest. But he has more than enough to KO that Meowscarada with the cross switcher there. Cross switcher, you play 2 of them at the same time. You choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to bring into the active spot, and then you do the same on your side. So that powered up Meowscarada being brought to the active there, Darkrai V-Star being brought to the active, and is going to swing into that Meowscarada for 390 damage. Hisuian Heavy Ball being played on the right here to free a Sprigatito from the prizes. Hisuian Heavy Ball getting shuffled back into those prizes, trading places with the Grass Cat. Sprigatito hitting the bench there. Double Turbo Energy attached to the active Sprigatito, and another Zinnia's Resolve being played, discarding a couple cards and drawing 6 cards there. Rare Candy being played to evolve the active Sprigatito into that Meowscarada. Meowscarada uses its Bouquet Magic ability to discard a Grass Energy and put 3 damage counters on that Squawkabilly there on the bench. Super Rod being played to shuffle back into the deck from the discard pile. 2 Grass Energy and a Meowscarada EX. Yep, that's it for now. And so this Meowscarada does have the KO on the active Darkrai V-Star thanks to weakness. Its Scratching Nails attack 100 plus. If your opponent's Pokemon has any damage counters on it, it does 120 more. Even with the damage reduction from the double turbo energy, is it still taking the KO? Sure it is. Our players just talking through what's going on here. And yep, because of the weakness is too great. So much damage being done to that Darkrai V-Star there. Let's calculate it since we're being studious, right? Um, yeah, more than enough damage. Let's not be studious. Darkrai V-Star being promoted into the active spot and play resumes on the darkness side. Now, is there enough darkness energy in play to take the return KO? As of now, there's 210. So we're doing 330 damage. So yes, unless Meowscarada has any resistance. Nope, does not to darkness or anything. Super Rod being played to shuffle back into the deck from the discard. Darkness Energy, 2 Darkness Energy, and that baby Galarian Moltres. Okay, that's the way more energy can be accelerated onto the board here in this Turbo Darkness deck. Love to see this deck being played and all the Darkness Energy flooding the board. But it has a tough matchup against this Meowscarada due to weakness. But as you can see, it can get there. Take some one-shots on Meowscarada after flooding the board with Darkness Energy. Yeah, so we have 330 damage currently being done by this Darkrai V-Star in the active spot. There's an Artisan in play, so that can be used, but nope, just going to take the KO on the opposing Meowscarada as we enter this endgame here. Artisan being played to search the deck for a non-Roblox Pokemon and add it to the bench. Manaphy being found, most likely just to thin the deck here. I noticed there's a Pidgey that's been sitting here this whole time. That wasn't able to be evolved into Pidgeotto quite yet. Zinnia's Resolve being played to discard a couple cards and then draw 5 cards. Zinnia's every single turn. Rare Candy being used to evolve the active into Meowscarada. Arceus V-Star evolving on the bench here. Energy being attached to the active Meowscarada double turbo energy. Bouquet Magic being used to put 3 damage counters on the baby Galarian Moltres on the bench. With the discard of that beautiful grass energy there. Industrious Incisors on that Bidoof being used to fill up the hand up to 5 cards. And Meowscarada attacks the opposing Grass Weak Darkrai V-Star for knockout. 2 prizes versus 2 prizes here. Very smart to evolve the Arceus on the bench, giving it more HP. Galarian Moltres V does 190 damage. But that baby Galarian Moltres is no joke either. We'll see if it becomes relevant here. Ultra Ball discarding a couple useless Battle VIP pass for another beautiful baby Galarian Moltres there. Pokestop coming down as well to counter the Artisan Stadium. Galarian Moltres being put on the bench with a Darkness Energy being attached. Looks like Pokestop is being activated here. That VIP pass goes to the hand. Darkness Energy goes to the discard with the Pokestop. I think the baby Galarian Moltres. Now let's do some calculations here. Galarian Moltres baby for 3 energy does Fiery Wrath. 20 plus. Its attack does 50 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. So since they've taken 4 cards, it's doing 200 damage. 220 damage. Okay, so it's currently not enough to KO any 2 prizers on the opponent's side of the field. Looks like we're doing a count of certain cards in the discard pile there. Cross Switcher being played to bring up that Arceus V. Baby Galarian Moltres being promoted, dealing 220 damage to that Arceus V-Star, leaving it with 60 HP left. Check. Arceus V-Star uses its V-Star Power Starburst to look through the deck for two cards, any two cards. These are the game-winning cards. One of them is an escape rope, and the other is a mystery. It was too fast for me. Escape rope being played, your opponent chooses a new active Pokemon first, and then you do the same. That Radiant Greninja being put into the active, and then that Meowscarada EX with the energy being put into the active spot. Boss's orders, bringing up the Galarian Moltres V, who is weak to grass as well, and has damage on it. So Meowscarada EX takes the KO on the Galarian Moltres V for the last two prizes of the game. Very good way to kick off our league challenge here. What do you guys think of this video and the commentary? Please let me know in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time in the Professor's Lab.